Hey guys, this is On Your Own Practice for 1.11. Use Algebra to describe geometry, part 2. So we're going to graph the image after the transformation rule where x becomes the opposite and y becomes the opposite. That's what those negatives mean. So let's scroll up. So that means x and y have to do the opposite. So x is negative 2 here, so it has to become positive 2. Y is negative 2 here, so it also becomes positive 2. That's the first one. So we're going to look at this one. X is negative 1, so that's going to become positive 1. Y is positive 3, so it's going to become negative 3. The last one, x is positive 3, so it's going to become negative 3. And y is positive 2, so it becomes negative 2. Connect it. See how we did? And we did good. Alright, we're going to graph this image with the transformation rule where x becomes the opposite and y stays the same. Alright, so this first one, x becomes the opposite, so it's negative 2, now it is positive 2. We don't have to change y. Yeah, okay, just making sure. Alright, x is negative 3, it becomes positive 3, and we don't have to change y. And here, x is positive 2, becomes negative 2, don't have to change y. Alright, what coordinates of the point negative 1, 9 after a clockwise rotation of 90 degrees about the origin? So let's grab our cheat sheet. Clockwise rotation of 90 degrees. X and y switch places and x becomes the opposite. So x and y switch places, so now there is a positive 9 first, so it has to be one of these, and x becomes the opposite, so x is negative 1, so it has to be positive 1, so it's this one right here. And there's the explanation. Alright, what are the coordinates of the point negative 4, negative 10 after a 180 degree rotation about the origin, then a translation 1 unit to the right? So let's find the 180 rotation about the origin first. So that means x and y just do the opposite. So that's going to become positive 4 and positive 10. So we have positive 4 and positive 10. A translation of 1 to the right. Left and right affect x, and 1 to the right is x plus 1. So we have a positive 4 plus 1. That gives us 5. And then our positive 10. Oops. I did that right. Alright. Coordinates of the vertices of a triangle HJK are h is 2, 6, j is 7, 4, k is 8, 9. We're going to transform it. The new coordinates are negative 6, negative 8 for for h, for j, negative 4, negative 5, for k, negative 9, negative 2. So the first thing we notice is that it looks like our coordinates switch places, like y became x and then turned negative. So let's look at our sheet. What happened? Where does that happen at? Y, that is a rotation of 90 degrees or a rotation of 270 degrees. So we have the 90 degrees. And then now that they have switched places, x stayed the same. So how do we get from 6 to negative 8? Oh wait, no, 2. They switched places, sorry. 2 to negative 8. And we have it. We can translate, that's our y, so it has to be the translate down, and we only have one option for that. But let's just see if it works. So down would be negative 10. 2 plus minus 10 would be negative 8. 7 minus 10 would be negative 3. 8 minus 10 would be negative 2. So since we know it's happening to the y, that's how we know that. Alright, what are the coordinates of point 8, negative 5 after reflection across the line yx? So what is the rule for that? Cross yx is they just switch places. X and y switch places. So this becomes negative 5 and this becomes 8. Our next one, the point is shown on the graph, represents its image after it is reflected across the x-axis. So it's just going to reflect across the x-axis. One away from the x-axis here. It's just going to be one away here. Let's see if that works. That is correct. All right. The rule given is x stays the same and y does the opposite. So our first one is at 1, 6. So x stays the same, so it stays at 1, but it goes to negative 6. Here, x remains the same, but y is 3, so now y will be negative 3. Here, x is negative 6, it stays the same. Y is negative 2, that will become positive 2. And that's the on your own practice for 1.11.